Hi.
I know you missed us. We missed you too.
Who told
So
you they missed you?
yes, they do.
Anyway,
So yes, this is another episode of
chat box.
Drums Rolling. Yes.
Welcome
Welcome
to another episode
on Chatbox on
Signature TV.
Spur.
I'm
your
that's on
baby
period.
girl.
Thank you.
I'm your baby girl, Queenette Wokonta.
And I'm your lovely host Uchenna. You already know what time it is now. You already know.
You know what time it is? Come on. All right, forget that we are laughing, right? I have a problem.
Okay. You always have a problem. But
yes, problem, no
so,
dey
well, let's hear today's problem.
My question is, at what point did we grow to start killing our spouses in marriages? At what point did it get to the point, to that extreme, that the only solution to the problem is either you're burning your spouse or you're breaking his or her leg or what's the latest one now?
Yeah, burning.
Okay, now burning the trend. Now burning now the trend.
Burning.
At what point?
Like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
People are acting like we are in the jungle.
Maybe
like
we are.
We're back to
Maybe
the
we
cave
are.
era or something. Because
You know,
what do you mean?
I thought you loved this person.
See, it's wickedness. That's what it is.
So does it mean they're born with the wickedness? Like
no,
or
they're just
something
wicked
that
people.
It?
No, you don't prompt wickedness. It's inherent.
How is it inherent? How is it inherent?
See, the thing is, people that end up burning, cutting off, killing, whatsoever, you're just your heart is full of evil.
It's been blocked.
It's been blocked with evil. So you're not seeing clearly.
Well, let me sound like some of the comment section. Yeah. What did you do?
I'm sorry. I what did you do?
That calm down before you bite me.
No,
I want to sound like the comment section.
Okay.
What did you do that made them to set you ablaze? You people should get to the root of the matter before abortioning blames.
The person whoever said that thing, you're not even a serious person. I pity you because you look like the next person they're going to burn.
My question
is you.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, that's actually what it is.
It's domestic violence. Basically. I know they would say the domestic violence did not start from now. It started even from our grandmothers to the point that it kept growing. If their daughters decide to maybe leave the marriages, they will tell them endure.
Yeah, it's a normal thing.
It's a normal thing. Do you know how your father used to beat me?
Yeah.
And all that, you know. And maybe because I'm going to sound a little bit feminist. Maybe because it became a norm, it was not stopped. It was not put to an end from that great grandmother's point till this point. That's why it now had to evolve. Because right now you would see that some ladies are taking training in taekwondo.
Yes, now for
self-defense. So maybe, I don't know, I'm just using my head knowledge.
Yeah.
Maybe because they see probably women are now more outspoken, they easily leave because of their mental health, and they don't see any other weapon fashioned against them than to pour them fuel and set them ablaze. And my question is, I thought this was the love of your life.
See, first of all, I just want to say that I don't think this is even an issue of it not being put to an end or it evolving, because there has to be a level of, first of all, I'm trying to
you're trying to put your puzzles
my words together, because see, the thing is very baffling, right? And I said initially that it's wickedness, because there is actually no other logical explanation for this thing. In fact, for you to be an abuser of any sort, or for you to domestically violate your partner one way or another, you are not a good person.
I mean,
because at the end of the day, kindness is like the watchword. If you're not kind, I mean, you end up doing these things. Because even if the person is not your partner, why would you burn somebody in the first place? Let's say he's not your partner, or let's say he's just your friend or a random person. Now, not to now talk of
someone you said you love,
somebody that you live with, someone you say is your wife or your husband, and then you have the mind to burn the person. You are wicked. There's no explanation for that.
But you think to every, how do they say, to every reaction there's an action, right?
And that is not a valid reason.
I mean, I want to sound very neutral. Did you get? Because people in the comment section might be saying that someone, except the person is crazy, that he woke up one morning and decides to set you ablaze.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
do you think that the person must have done something that
excuse me, what is that thing that the person could have done that will lead to you taking the person's life? Explain it to me like a 5-year-old.
I mean, I don't know.
That's why I say some people in the comment section, Yaba left. That's where they came out from. Yaba left. They are not all right.
But it happens.
Because someone that is normal, you can't, no. See, it happens, but that's the problem. You can't tell me that somebody did something and then that was the only thing.
The only option
you thought. You did not shout. Your mouth stopped working. You did not talk back. You did not, nothing else to do. It's all those people that pour hot water. But those that pour hot water, but those that pour petrol, pour acid, all those things.
Because it happens to both gender.
That's what I'm saying. It happens to It happens to everybody, and that is wickedness. See, let me tell you. And sorry, but low key, I feel like even the partners that are the victims are also to blame.
How?
Because most, not all. Because first of all, I want to point out that there are some people that are very good at hiding themselves.
Okay. From relationship,
not even from relationship, hiding their bad character.
From relationship now, before they enter marriage.
Before they enter marriage. There are some people that are very good at hiding or concealing a particular part of them. You know, when you're trying to impress somebody or you're trying to make the person accept
but you can't be too perfect that we won't see a spot.
That's where I'm coming to. That's why I said I blame the victim as well. Because you can't tell me that
you didn't see the red flag,
you baby, like you didn't see the red flag. Like, even if you know some people are not very out like that, but there's something the person will do. There's some statements the person will make.
Because most of it's not about what he said. It's not about what he did.
It's about what he said. Like the body reaction self, even
eye contact.
Like the eye contact, even the way the person responds, like when he's having an argument or something. And you self as a normal person, proper
that have common sense.
There are some things that will happen. You take a step back and actually think about,
reflect.
But most times people like gloss over these things. They like overlook it. Do you understand?
That means that love most times is not enough, because if you bond that person you called my soulmate, the love of my life, it means the love is not. I don't know.
At this point, it's not even an issue of love again, because I think at this point people just throw the word love around, but it's not really love.
It's not really love, right?
That's just the thing.
One day we'll talk about love. One day
we'll talk about love. But the thing is, it's either that or they didn't really actually like this person.
So why did you go into the marriage? That's my problem. Because
excuse me,
you're roasting somebody's child.
You don't know that people get married just
to have children, and
just
after
have children,
name Mrs., Mr.
or Mr. Already, men already answer Mr. So it's not even an addition.
So these are the issues. Yeah, these are the issues. That's why I agree with you when you said you blame the victim too, even though we're not meant to judge the dead.
I will judge you. I've judged you. What do you mean?
Don't judge the dead, dude.
I've judged me as I am like this now. Don't judge.
Carry your cross. You've caught me now. I don't know what I want to say again. I know I'll come back anyways. Before it evolved to burning you may not be the first action.
There are other things.
There are other things that you must have seen.
Maybe they might have beat you the first time.
There is one story
or something.
One comment section I read, and the girl was like, he loves me, but I don't know why whenever I do something that annoys him, he blows the wall. Auntie,
and you still
you
end up with that person. Then tomorrow when
when there is no wall to punch, or maybe there's no
or maybe instead of punching walls,
you become the next.
You are the next person.
According to some adage, now from clap
dance they start.
if he see say beating now, maybe you don't dey retaliate with beating. If he evolve to burning, because there is no excuse.
There is none
to burn your spouse, whatever they do. People, a human being,
before that person became your spouse, that person is first of all a human being.
Trust me, people watching this will say women's mouth will always put them in trouble.
That's not an excuse.
Right from Genesis.
That's not an excuse. I'm sorry, it's not.
Right from Genesis. It's not today
it's
that
just a testament to your character.
Do you understand?
You have no self-control whatsoever.
I think
you lack emotional
intelligence.
You can't handle your emotion.
Awareness. You don't have it.
You don't have any of it. And you know the funny thing, I want to say something that might sound very controversial, but for people that say that, oh, women are very emotional, because I know that some people will say that, oh, we are talking because we are women, we are using emotion.
This is both gender right now.
For somebody to exhibit such character, whether it's anger or anger is an emotion.
It
shows that you self, you are emotional. Yes,
you can't control your emotions.
Because if as a man or as a woman, you dey quick vex, you dey small thing, you don't dey holler. Small thing, you're looking for where to punch. You are a very emotional person. So it's not only us that are emotional. You too, you are very emotional, and you don't know how to handle your emotions. You are better than you.
I wow at some women that every little thing, they don't carry bottle. Because it's not just the men.
Yeah, it's not just the men. Some women are violent.
This whole thing is domestic violence that started from.
But I think it's just, I think why it seems like it's only women is because I think most women report cases of domestic violence more than men.
And the funniest part is that I don't know if this thing happens yearly, like this year it's a trend. I think sometime last 2 years, it was a trend that some women pour their husband hot water,
acid.
Some poison their spouse, some acid, some break bottle, some use something to cut the third leg, some very weird, unthinkable thing. Because this is not being wicked now, this is being devious. Like the devil has built a mansion in your heart. Because in as much as we say most spouses you can't control them, what happened to counseling?
What happened to walking away?
What happened to walking away? Some people will not want to walk away because of their children.
That's your problem.
I won't even tell you to leave.
I'm sorry, that's your problem.
Go for counseling. If you think you are the problem, like some people when they slap their wife, or a woman that maybe hits her husband, because women hit their husband.
That's true.
And the next thing you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me. It's the devil. The devil was sitting on his own. It's not the devil. And you woke him up.
No, it's not the devil. The devil. Exactly. The devil, you are the devil itself.
Now, you notice you have this anger issue. You have this problem. What happened to going to see a therapist? Why did you allow yourself for the judges to take laws over your life? Because the what's the artist, that gospel artist name?
Is it Osinachi?
Osinachi.
Yeah.
You see his fate? The spouse you killed. I mean, yes, probably it will take some time before the judges will pass judgment on you. You're in same faith with that person. And even if he's not even the judge, why are you roasting somebody's child? What do you have to gain? Because me, apart from maybe anger issues is the one controlling you, what do you have to gain in roasting that person? What do you have to gain in hurting that person? Pastor Mildred said something, and she's like, most of you stay in this toxic relationship and marriages as if you don't have family.
Like you're not loved at home.
Like you're not loved at home.
Because that's just what you should.
Somebody is hitting you. Like that one that said, oh, he punches the wall whenever he's angry, and I don't know what. And you're still there. And
you see, I don't see it as a problem. I think partners are also enablers of this nonsense. No, because if all of us should start not accepting this rubbish, I think we'll not be having this situation. See, if you have anger, because some people are fond of, that's the way I am. Oh, they'll just look for one very silly excuse. If you know you have anger issues, or you know you have some form of this thing, My dear, before you go and stress somebody's son or
Or you
somebody's
walk
daughter,
down the aisle.
before you stress
Work on
someone's son
it.
or daughter, go for therapy, go for counseling and get your act right before you go and cause problem for another person's child. It's very simple. You cannot go into a relationship or into a marriage knowing fully well that you have problems, you have serious problems, and then you now want to inflict pain on somebody else. And you that they are inflicting pain on, because most of these people that are victims of this thing, it's not today that it started.
You saw it.
It started
You
since.
saw it.
It started since. But no, because you are not loved at home, you don't have where you came from, you fell from the sky. So you don't have household. You now decide that okay, it's suffering that is good for you. Now you sabi when they born you too, your obituary will come out. They will come for your burial, everybody will cuckoo.
And you know annoying thing.
It's very simple.
Sometimes you will see comments like this thing is always rampant in African countries and the rest. We are indicting our names. And the funniest part is this: when you go through comment sections on things like this, I don't even want to go because burning your spouse is more extravagant. Let me even say the little ones of he slapped you, he pushed
That's
you,
what I'm saying. He pushed you
on all that. You would see
he
comments.
dragged
You would see
you.
comments like, "What did you do? What do you mean by what did you do?"
See, like I said, if we stop enabling this rubbish, all of us are enabling. Like it seems like everybody's just enabling nonsense.
What
That's why.
did you do that
Because
prompted
some
him
people you hear somebody might come out now, maybe a man might come out now or a lady might come out now and say, oh, my husband beat me or my wife beat me. What they'll say is, let's hear his own side of the story. Okay, the person that said he or she was beaten or was abused, which side of the story do you want to
I want to
hear?
hear the side of the story, because at the end of the day, the side of the story is she was talking and I was talking. How dare she talk to me like that?
And then you
me
slap
that
her.
Is a chief in my company.
At the end of the day, you hit the person, you abuse the. So which other side of the story do you want to hear?
And the funniest part is that
people should
she's
make
not
it
crazy.
Make sense,
She's not crazy that she'll just wake up one morning and she's already yelling at you. You must have done
people
something.
Should make it make sense.
I don't get it. Is it a question? What did you do?
What did you do? Or let's hear her own side of the story.
Stop
or
it.
People should stop it. See,
stop
I have a theory. I won't say it's a theory, but I have a suggestion. You see how Osinachi's husband, see how they said he's going to die by hanging? Maybe, see, maybe I'm too extreme. But like I said, if we stop enabling rubbish, we won't be having this conversation. If all the people because a lot of cases of domestic violence and abuse, they are being reported in almost every day, both from men and from women. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, the perpetrators of this act, you will not hear anything again. The only thing is maybe it will just trend for that moment, and then after a while, everything just,
maybe he'll be locked up for like 2 weeks,
2 weeks, or maybe 6 months or something,
and he'll be
out, or she'll be out, and then the story is over. And so, like I said, it gives other people that do this kind of things, it gives them more morale, more, this thing to do more. Do you understand?
Do you know the fun fact?
Other people too that maybe are abusers or that violate their partners, when they hear stories like this and at the end of the day nothing is done to the person, it gives them more morale to do their own too, because they know that at the end of the day
they'll be like, after all, they'll just lock me up
for some days, and even maybe say they might not even do anything, maybe I'll just give them money and
I'll fly out of the country.
If they start, you see this thing they did to Osinachi's husband, if they
should have a piece of your own cake.
If they start doing it to everybody that is a violator or an abuser, I just see everybody will sit up, because by the time you remember that your death is very, very imminent, no person will tell you.
You know why they're so used to? You know why they're so used to? Oh, at the end of the day, they'll just take me to prison, lock me up for 2 weeks, 6 months or thereabouts. Prison is not even a clinic for that kind of person. Because I've never been to the prison, but like you hear stories like whomever goes to the prison and comes out, it takes the grace of God that person turns a new leaf. It's as if he or she is worse. He's just avoiding problem, not to go back. Now, somebody is into domestic violence. You are taking him to prison where he'll see his fellow
violent people.
Do you get? You're not taking him to the rehab. I know they'll say rehab is for people that is into drugs,
No.
and all that. Take him to where
let me tell you how this will work. See, first of all, you go to that prison. That prison, you will too do it. Oh God, you will too do that prison. Then when you come out, then we cannot talk about looking for a therapist
for you.
Well, which self they can even offer therapy services for you in prison.
Okay, that works too.
Do you understand? So as you are inside there with your fellow violence, since all of you want to be mad, you want to turn. Since you want to turn the world into a madhouse, you and your fellow mad people inside that prison, all of you, people will stay there. First of all, then they will now maybe start helping you to reset your brain while you're inside there.
You sound wicked.
They will not help you. No, now
you sound so wicked.
Since we all want to be mad, since we want to be cavemen and women, let's do it the cavemen and women. Maybe
how do they stop this whole domestic
maybe when you now come out, you now go for therapy.
How do they stop it? How do we stop it? We don't even need to go back to the genesis of the whole thing. There's no need. People that started domestic violence are long gone. How do we stop it?
Well, see, the thing is, the much you can do, or the much we can do, is basically, first of all, from families, because like families are the first unit of society. So like from families, because most people that engage in such acts, if you ask most of them, they'll tell you they grew up in households like that, where maybe their mom was the person that was violating their dad, or their dad was the person violating their mom, and so they grew up thinking it's a normal thing, and then they end up doing all of that stuff. Some of them come from dysfunctional homes where maybe the parents are not together, or maybe they were raised in a violent, maybe their parents were violent to them.
Yeah.
Because some parents are violent towards their children too. Yeah. So some people experience that in the house. So when they grew up with like anger issues, or just things like that, and it just becomes part of them. They do. So I just think from there, first of all, like parents, family members, siblings, aunties, uncles.
But how would they know?
Be careful.
How would you know this your child?
That's what I'm saying. When you give birth to a child, you have to like
tutor him.
Train first of all, your family itself. There should be no violence in the family.
But most times if you check, possibly the young man or young woman in question did not even grow from a violent family.
That's another. I'm coming now. I talked about family.
Okay.
Then another thing is peer group.
Okay.
So like maybe when they go to school, and maybe they have friends who, or maybe like there are some friends that are not really the best people to have around you because of maybe how they grew up or something like that, and then you pick up some traits from them, or or maybe when you go to school, some people when they go to school and they are bullied and maybe that kind of thing, they then grow up to now inflict the same pain people inflicted on them towards other people as well, and they think it's normal. So these are just like the things. But at the same time, I also feel like another way we can reduce this thing is if partners who are in violent relationships learn how to walk away. Because it will actually help people, so that any child that grows up in such a home or that has that tendency will know that this person has every opportunity to leave or walk away. Like it's not a do or die affair. Do you understand? Because most people used to use that thing to carry shoulder. You're not going anywhere. You cannot do anything.
But people will say if you make such statements, that means you're encouraging divorce.
I don't understand. Divorce and your life, which one is better?
I suggest separation, actually.
This one I'm speaking is English. I don't understand. Separation and divorce. The only difference is say divorce, you say they don't sign paper.
Separation, you're still married, but you're not living together.
You might as well be divorced. I don't understand.
Leave me alone. Be separated. We are not encouraging divorce here. It's better you're separated and maybe want to work on it. While separated, you can be going through therapy, you can be going through counseling to work on it. If the marriage is still important to you.
If it's not, my dear, please let's not overstretch the matter. See,
this girl is a feminist, just so you know. So
it's not even a matter of feminism. See,
she'll tell you to walk away.
Life is good though. In case people don't know.
Of course.
Now there's some things that therapy cannot fix.
If it can't fix it, then leave. But at the initial stage, be separated, work on it. Except marriage, don't tire too often. But if marriage never tire you, be separated, go for counseling, go for therapy,
go
work
for
on
counseling,
yourself.
go for
If
therapy.
it doesn't work for like maybe 1 year, then you can make a bold step. But I mean, when you're separated, you're not living with this person, so you can't even, encounter it. I think that's my 2 cents.
Sha, don't stay in the relationship and the marriage. Sha,
This episode has come to an end, and I'm sure you had so much fun. Maybe we didn't hit the nail on the head.
drop your own opinions and
Drop
your
your
own ideas
on the comment section.
in the comment section. If
yeah.
what we said made sense to you, let us
Let
know
us know.
too. If what we said did not make sense, Kwano, let us know.
Maybe next episode we'll talk about that love thing.
Yeah.
Because we will know whether we are even experiencing the love or we are not. So yes.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.